Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. And before we move forward, let's cue that intro. Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV, and I hope you guys are well wherever it is that you may be around the world. Listen, so much to go through, such little time. I have done it earlier today because I have to leave earlier, unfortunately. So this is why we've got the earlier stream on, but so much going on, so much that I want to go through with you guys as well. Please make sure that you do the what? Smash that like button. Smash it. Let's try and get to 40 likes, guys, as quickly as possible. 40 likes helps the channel push forward through the algorithms on YouTube and helps us grow. And that's what we need. We need support. We need you guys to continue doing that, and we massively appreciate it. Share on your socials as well. Let's try and do that. I'm going to go through the chat, and then we're going to go through all of the stuff that I've actually got up here. We've got Kounde to talk about, Zouma to talk about, Saul and Nigez to talk about. I've even got a statistical breakdown of Jules Koundé, which I found, which we're going to go through. And someone's actually made, and it's really sick, like proper sick. So stay tuned for that. As you already know how much I have been wanting this Jules Koundé deal. I've been wanting Jules Koundé before we was even linked to Jules Koundé. If you've seen me on the football terrace, I was so keen on getting Chelsea to get him, and I never actually thought it was going to happen. And and it's just come out of the blue. This whole Koundé thing, it's literally, it seems like it's picking up steam as well. But I am going to go through stuff. I need you to get to 40 likes. The link will be in the chat as well in about 20 minutes or so. And then I'll give you an hour to get involved, have your say. And yeah, we'll go from there. But let's read the chat before we go through everything. Rebecca's got it. Let's get those likes up, guys. Let's try and do that. Big up to Aaron. Fata's awake. Blimmin' hell, Fata, you're actually awake, bro. What's going on? Chelsea have reached an agreement in principle with Moriba over personal terms. Now they have negotiated a fee with Barcelona. I didn't know that, madman. So thank you for obviously letting us know about that. Who actually tweeted that, mate, as well? Can you let me know? Let me know. Kounde from Godfrey. Sheriff is an actual team in the pot 4. That's what it's about. Beth, you are a mod. Yeah, I've just made you a mod. What's happening? There's so much happening. Chelsea Football Club are moving. They are doing bits at the moment. They're actually doing bits. And I'm telling you now, we've got Lukaku. If we get Kounde and we sign Saul Nigez as well, that could be close to one of the best transfer market windows that Chelsea have ever had. Ever. It could be up there with one of the best. I want to know your thoughts on that. If Chelsea complete the deals of Kounde, Lukaku, would have done Lukaku, and Saul Nigez, where would you rate that in terms of the transfer windows? Would it be our best? Would it be up there? I want to know your thoughts. Let me know. Big up to Concierge of Crime, a big supporter of the channel as well. I hope you're well, bro. ZVO Genius, big up to you, my guy. Hope you are well. Shilio, always good to see you. Ads made the intro. He did. Ads intros are always balling. Kounde's coming in. Chelsea sweeping up UEFA awards. Big Ron, Body and Van Dijk this weekend. Next 72 hours are about to be peak. And Rebecca, you forgot to even add the possibility of Jules Koundé imminently being announced by Chelsea. I think in the next 24 to 48 hours. There's talks about that it might go until the end of the transfer window, which means it will go into next week. But if it's true what they've said about Zouma, and we'll bring up the Zouma stuff now, then I don't see why Chelsea will not just lay the bid if they haven't done already and announce the signing of Kounde. I don't think there's anything else that we should be really waiting for on this as well. I did, but I'm not interested at the moment. We've got too much going on with Chelsea, for sure. What's up to you, bro? Who else is in it that I haven't announced? Big up to Stephen as well. Hope you're well, my mate. Hope you are well. Charlie, big up to you. Sup to you, Scott. I hope you're well. Erin says it'll be a 10 out of 10 transfer window. Do you agree? Kounde, Lukaku, and Saul Nigez comes to Chelsea. Is that a 10 out of 10 transfer window? 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Abdi, big up to Abdi. Says, Jem, with City not getting Kane, surely if we win at Anfield this weekend, we win the league. Ooh. I think it's still too early, Abdi. I think it's well too early to be predicting that, mate. But we'll have to see. I think starting off is important. Starting off is always important, but you've seen it with Chelsea. We've started well in past seasons and then lacked off in the October, Novembers when we need to pick up points. So we need consistency through a period. We will lose games, and we have to accept that we will lose games. Beth says, solid 9.5. I'm knocking off the 0.5 off because I'm sad about Zouma. There's a lot of people sad about Zouma. There is a lot of people sad about Zouma. Big up, big up. Big up to RC in the house as well. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Because I could be going through these chats all day. Can we take a moment to appreciate Marina as well? We are going to talk Marina because this lady has been getting slated by the Chelsea fans. Slated by her own fans about her moving slowly, about how she negotiates. We need to talk about these negotiations, that the way she negotiates. I honestly think she's one of the best in the business at the moment. If we pull off the Kounde deal, which is supposedly a lot less than what we're actually originally meant to be paying for him, great. We've got Zouma supposedly off the books. We've got Lukaku. The sales that we've done at the football club already, adding up to 93, probably up to 100 mil now. We've sold Emerson and Zappacosta to add to that. We've still got Barkley, Drinkwater, Bakayoko's going out the door. Andreas confirmed that already, my boy. He confirmed that Bakayoko is going to AC Milan as well. So there's a lot of people still to go. There's a lot of money still to be made from our football club as well. Big up to Chelsea Perspective that's in the house as well. Big up to you. Big up to you, Judge. All right, let's delve into it. Let's get into it because I want to open up the lines. I want you all to come on and get involved, but I have to go through this stuff with you. There's 40 of you here right now. So while I'm going through this, guys, please make sure we smash that like button. I want to get to 40 likes as quickly as possible. If you can help me do that, please do so. And subscribe to the channel if you're new to GNA TV. Right, first one that we're going to share is right here, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Zouma is undergoing a medical ahead of his move from Chelsea to West Ham. So it looks like it's going down, guys. You know, there was a lot of talks that it wasn't on, then it was on, then it wasn't on, and now it's back on. And it seems like Kurt Zouma is looking to move to West Ham. There hasn't been confirmation as to how much it's going to be or what he's going to be going for, but I think us getting Kounde or him coming to our football club was always going to fall on him leaving the football club. And the fact that we've managed to find him someone, I did say it on this channel, and you've seen me in the past. I said, I think Kurt Zouma probably wants to stay in England. The whole Sevilla thing took too long. You could tell that there was an issue with him even leaving the football club to go to Spain. So West Ham are looking like they're going to pull him in. Not confirmed how much his wages are or his contract is, but Sky Sports about 20 minutes ago have just announced that as well. So Kurt Zouma looks like he will be having his medical. Provided he doesn't fail his medical, he could potentially be a West Ham player very, very soon. Which means if we follow what everyone's been saying on Twitter, the tier ones, the tier twos, whoever you've been looking at, they all said that once the Zouma deal got confirmed, once the Zouma deal got clarified, then you will see progression on the Kounde deal. There's a lot of talks about these deals being linked together, hence why we're reviewing this at the moment. So if this is true from what Sky Sports have said, and he is on his way to West Ham, then, I think it's a great move for Zouma, I'm one of these guys that have always liked Zouma. I'm not someone that's always been against him. I think he's been a good servant for our football club. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's as bad as people think. I think aerially, he was our best aerial defender that we originally had there. And he will do good at West Ham. I really do think he will. West Ham are on the up. They've got a bunch of very good players. He will make them stronger, I think. I think he will make them stronger with Souček and now Zouma in the team. That is a very strong aerially team. A team that will cause problems against any Premier League team as well. And I want to thank Kurt Zouma for what he's done at Chelsea. If this medical does pass, which it looks like it should do, and he goes to West Ham. What are you guys saying in the chat? Yeah, some people do need to put respect on Andreas' name. Big up to my boy Andreas. He said a lot of things before this has all happened. The Bakayoko one for 100% for sure. He called it. He called it ages ago, and you need to start taking him a lot more serious. I do talk to him a lot off air, and he's someone that I've got a lot of time for as well. We're going to talk about how much for Kounde. Good afternoon to you, Big Ron, as well. 50 of you guys here. I should be on 40 likes. Let's try and do that. Smash the like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. I just need to announce Kounde like Aston Villa announced Danny Ings. Yeah, just quick and easy and sweet is what we want. I love Zouma's personality. It's hard to see him leave, but it has to happen. Great to bring in Kounde, and it is. And you know, this will trigger Kounde. And yes, like I keep saying, I think the Kounde deal is linked to the Zouma deal. Now when Zouma gets announced, once he's passed his medical, I think you will start to see speed on the Kounde deal. There's a lot of journalists saying that it might take a couple of days. Why? You know, it's linked. It's been heavily linked to the Zouma deal in the first place. So why should it take longer than expected? It might do. I might be wrong, but I'm only going based on what I feel about the situation. Beth says people exaggerate with Zouma. Class signing for West Ham. Would hate to have to defend him at corners too. Yes, and I agree. I agree massively on that. Give us 5 goals last season. European experience as well will help West Ham this season 100%. Good luck to Zouma is what Chelsea fan says. Kounde costing 8 million less than Ben Shire is, yeah, honestly, we were going to get into Kounde in a minute. The scenes when Zouma and Kounde link up for France at the international break. Can you imagine it? Can you actually imagine it? It's a madness. I'm a Sevilla fan. Sevilla won't sell him for less than 70 million euros. Francesco, okay. We got a Sevilla fan in the chat. He's saying that they won't sell him for less than 70 mil. There's been talks about Chelsea being linked to Kounde for 42.5 million euro. No, sorry, 42.5 million sterling, wasn't it? So, you know, there's talks today that's come out saying 60 million euros. We're going to go through the tabs that I've got up here now, but I thought I'd bring you the Zouma news first before we go on and move forward. Right, big up to Nipham. Hope he's well. Big up to my guy Monkey to Chelsea. Hope he's well as well. Chelsea boys in the house. Let's move on to the next topic. So just before we sum up here, Kurt Zouma. I've got even to put my banners up, man. I keep doing this. Kurt Zouma is undergoing a medical at West Ham. Well, is supposedly undergoing a medical at West Ham, as Sky Sports have announced half hour ago. So don't be surprised if that deal picks up very quickly and it ends up getting dealt with and closed by later today. And don't be surprised if you start hearing more about Kounde later tonight. And by tomorrow, he's flying to Chelsea. There is a possibility that if this happens and this moves quickly and it gets done today, that the Kounde deal will move forward as well. So let's make sure we keep our minds expansive to that option. So let's move on to Jules Koundé. Let's move on to Jules Koundé. Guys, there's 62 of you here. I should be on how many likes am I on? Come on, we've got to be pushing 50 likes. 50 likes as quickly as possible. What are we on? We're on 28 likes and there's 62 people here. Why are we not on 40 likes, guys? Come on, please smash the likes. I will release the link in chat as well for you guys once we've done that. I'm just going to fly through these very, very quickly. We saw earlier, last night actually, sorry, 9:15 p.m, August 25th, Di Marzio came out with this comment about Kounde to Chelsea for 50 million euros, which is working out 42.5 million sterling. And then there was a lot of talks about this happening. It all sort of transpired from this comment that it will happen and that, you know, he will be, you know, a Chelsea player very, very soon. A lot of people tweeted that out, etc., etc. Let me change I've done that anyway. I'm just trying to do multitask here. And if we move on from this comment, because we've already all seen this, this morning's comments that we've had coming in is on Twitter is there's a couple here. So we'll start off with Nizar. Nizar came out about half hour ago. And this was before obviously Sky Sports announced him, Zouma, going on the medical. Chelsea trying to line up both Sevilla, Kounde, and Zouma to West Ham deals to go together. The weaker link is Zouma's personal terms still after the turbulent talks last night. Talks for Saul, loan with option, continue to. We will be talking Saul slightly at the end before I open up the lines as well for you guys. But yeah, you know, nothing new really. Nothing new to what we've been told for a little while now. Once the Zouma deal gets pushed forward, which it looks like it is, Sky Sports have confirmed that he is on his way to have his medical today, then the Kounde deal should pick up pretty quickly, guys, you know. So anything can happen. It could happen while we're live now. While I'm live now, the Zouma deal could happen, and then we might get some Fabrizio Romano news. It might not happen now, and it might not happen when I'm live, and it might happen later today, you know. So one way or the other, we're doing this stream right now because I think it's going to be imminent. It's going to happen, and that's why my thumbnail is a picture of Jules Koundé in a Chelsea shirt, because I do think it will happen very, very, very soon. fingers crossed. So big up to Nizar on that tweet. We're going to move on to what's this? I always open up links that I don't want to open up. What's that? Matt, what have I done here? Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at what I've done here. Oh, Miss Saying. I always do this. I open up the wrong. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Prepare myself for you guys. Like, I literally try and prepare myself, and then I delete the wrong tab and it goes. So let's share this quickly with you guys as well. Absolute Chelsea account has called out that it will be more than 42.5 million sterling, which was 50 million euros. There is an opportunity that it may be 60 million euros for Jules Koundé. Guys, we need to bear in mind that could potentially be the case, right? Because I don't think journalists are here to get at the correct figures or give us the correct figures. What they're here to do is give us in the regions of what the figures should be for Koundé. So it was originally 50 million euros. Now we're being told 60 million euros. The guy that's obviously tweeted that is Gianluigi Longari. He's a transfer insider for Sports Italia TV, so TV dello Sport, who we've been sort of sharing a lot of stuff about. Quite a big account as well. Obviously a guy based in Milan. He has came out with the comment here that confirmed once Chelsea FC are ready, they will put an offer for around 62, around an offer of 60 million euros to Sevilla for Koundé. So it might not be 42.5 million, but if it's not 42.5 million, which is what the case may be, then let's work it out. So what is 60 million euros? Because what we've got to bear in mind is we were being told that we were going to get rinsed. We were talking about 60 million sterling, 70 million sterling, and it in pounds. So that is going to be 51.4, just over, 51.403 million sterling. So if this does happen, and we do, we do get him for around this region, we're still only spending up 50 million sterling on Koundé when it was talked about him being around 70 to 80 millions euros, wasn't it? I think it was, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, guys. So let's go through the chats quickly as well. See what you guys are saying. The Iron Lady strikes again. She does. She continues striking. Smash the like button, guys. How close are we to the 45, the 40 odd likes or 50 odd likes? Please let me know in the chat mods. I want to know how much we're on. Let's try and do it. Chelsea Perspective says the last-ditch tackle saved us earning points. Zouma's departure is painful, but it all comes down to what TT wants. And exactly that. We've got to back what Thomas Tuchel wants. If Thomas Tuchel wants Koundé and Zouma's not the right guy, then we've got to let him go. We've got to let him go, We will talk about Marina, though. I do want to talk quickly about her. I'm just trying to see what else you guys are saying in the chat. I'd rather trust Di Mauricio. And don't get me wrong, guys. I don't bring these up for you guys to be like, oh, this is the guy you've got to trust. I'm just bringing what I tend to do on here is just try and find out as many journalists what they're saying, if it's along the same regions, if there's something different, if there's anything else that may transpire to being different to what other people were saying. And a lot of people saying 50 million euros. Di Marzio has been saying 50 million euros, which is 42.5 million sterling. If it ain't, even if it ain't, and it's a good opportunity that it might not be. Us getting Jules Koundé for 50 million sterling is great business from Chelsea. And this is what stems back to why I want to talk about Marina. A lady that's been getting a lot of slating, a lady that's been getting a lot of stick, shall we say, a lot of stick from her own fan base on social media. I'm not saying it's from all Chelsea fans. It's from a small minority of Chelsea fans that have been calling her out the whole transfer window. And let's be serious. She's done amazing. If this is true, if we get Jules Koundé for 50 million euros, even 60 million euros, that in itself is great business from her, right? If the truth about Saul Nigez happens, with the option to buy, so loan with the option to buy as well. And if she pulls that off and gets him to our club, great bit of business again. Great bit of business again. We've already got Romelu Lukaku, for 97.5 million, but we sold up to 93, nearly 100 million pounds worth of players in sterling anyway. So we covered that. Anyway. This woman has been moving nicely. Yeah, she has been moving nicely. And what she's done up to now needs to be respected. There's not many negotiators in world football that can do what Marina has done at Chelsea this season. And we need to accept her and back her. Because she's done really well this season. Last season, she brought in all them players as well. People keep forgetting Timo Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, Mendy. All right, Peter Cech might have been on the side of that deal with that as well. But look how well we've done in 2 years. You look at our squad, right? Look at our squad when Eden Hazard left Chelsea, our best player at the time. We made 150 million on him. Great bit of business in itself. People don't talk about it. Again, well done, Marina. We had a weak squad. We had a weak squad. Yeah. Look from then to now, and the talent that we've brought in. Yeah, Havertz, Ziyech, Werner, Lukaku, potentially Kounde, potentially Saul Nigez. And our fan base want to moan about her. Come on, guys. Come on. You're better than this. It's just, for me, the guys that moan about her on social media are just selfish. Selfish people. And we need to keep showing more back into this woman. Everyone keeps saying Ornstein tweet. Let's have a look. Let's go. Ornstein. Come on, Dave Ornstein. This guy's an Arsenal fan. When this guy talks, I don't really need to listen much. All right, cool. Here we go. We have some breaking news from David Ornstein, who says West Ham have reached a total agreement with Kurt Zouma for a permanent transfer of the 26-year-old. France in its centre-back. Trent's transfer fee is 30 million euros. Contract 5 years. Medical taking place in Paris and on Guyam with Liam Talmy at the Athletic UK. So the Athletic UK are the source, are the people that have actually tweeted this as well. So there you go, guys. David Ornstein, breaking news there. Kurt Zouma it says here, Kurt Zouma for permanent transfer of 26-year-old France. Transfer fees around 30 million euros. This is what we was waiting for. Contract over 5 years. If it's 30 million euros, that's like 20. How much is that? Does anyone know? Without me having to actually check on my phone, how much is 30 million euros? It's going to be about 22.5 million sterling. Is it a bit more than that? There you go, guys. So that's the Fab's tweeted now as well. Okay, so let's go. It's all going off here. Let's have a look. Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted as well. What we got? Chelsea and 48 seconds ago, guys. So breaking news from Fabrizio Romano right here on GNA TV is this. Chelsea and West Ham are in direct contact to prepare Kurt Zouma paperwork as soon as possible. Personal teams and medical completed today morning. Agents details to be agreed soon. And Chelsea have their final official bid ready for Jules Koundé. So we might be past this bit. If this bit was done this morning and he's pretty much done, I would probably think that Chelsea have put this bid in already. This is why I keep saying to you, I think this is going to turn around pretty quickly, guys. This is going to happen pretty quickly, man. So it's madness. Fad tweet, I am the GOAT. You are the GOAT. You are the GOAT, man. I'm telling you. I am so interested to see how much we get Kounde for. But the breaking news here right today with Fabrizio Romano, guys, is Chelsea and West Ham are in direct contact to prepare Kurt Zouma paperwork as soon as possible. Personal terms and medical completed today morning. Agents details to be agreed soon. Chelsea have the final official bid ready for Jules Koundé. We will find out officially what that bid will be very, very soon. Yeah, and I think that's going to be later today, either this evening. If it's not later today, either this evening because of the Kurt Zouma news picking up and Chelsea don't want to do it on the back of it, I think you will hear something by tomorrow. By tomorrow, we should at least have something, something coming out. And we needed to remember Maria never actually wanted the position. It was just a put on her brilliant business head. Exactly. Brilliant business head. Marina strikes again. We will come back to this in a minute. There's 91 of you here, guys. How many likes have I got on 91 of you here? That's what I want to know. We're one away from 50 likes. We should be on 60 likes, guys. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. We will keep you up to date with the stuff that's going on at the moment. This was released 30, 40, 50 seconds ago. 50 seconds ago, and I brought it directly to you guys as well. The link's going to be in the chat in 5 minutes as well, so make sure you stay tuned with us. I have got something that I want to go through with you in terms of Jules Koundé, and there's also still a little bit of news on Saul Nigez as well, so we will come back to that Fabrizio Romano thing. Let's quickly jump on to, because I am against time, trying to fly through this for you guys. I am so against time. Matt Law has come out with a comment on Saul Nigez as well, which was at 11:25 a.m. this morning, so just over an hour and 20 minutes ago. Talks continue between Chelsea and Atletico for Saul. Chelsea keen on deals similar to the one they negotiated for Kovacic, which is on a loan with an option to buy rather than an obligation. So there's no obligation to buy. We are looking for an option to buy, which works in our favour. If he flops and he's not that good and we don't want to keep him for next year, then we've got the option to send him back. Send him back to send him back to Atletico, which is fine to me, which is fine for us, man. That's all I'm going to say. So Matt Law, one of the top Chelsea insiders, has come out with that today as well. So the Saul Niguez stuff is picking up. Zouma's had his medical this morning at Paris. Yeah. Kounde, the bid's ready. If not Chelsea, I think Chelsea have really put the bid out. I think we're well behind on this. This is what I'm saying to you. This could pick up speed, guys. Kounde deal could pick up speed. It could be later tonight. We hear a comment from Fabrizio, from Di Marzio, whoever. You might see it pick up now that the Zouma deal has been put on. And then you've got the Saul Niguez news as well. Is there a chance that our Marina, could potentially get both Kounde and Saul Niguez done in the space of a weekend? Could that be done? Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I want to know your thoughts. Tell me, can we get both of these deals done? There's 141 of you here right now. The link will be in the chat for you guys very, very soon. Please make sure you continue to smash the like button for GNA TV. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. We're going to continue bringing you talks. We've also got the debate show coming back maybe over the weekend or early next week, which gives you guys the chance to come in and debate about the certain players, certain individuals that we will have at our football club as well. Fabrizio Romano did tweet as well. I do want to talk about player analysis. I've got a player analysis that I do want to go through with you guys. But before we do that, I am going to share the breaking news that we have seen from Fabrizio Romano, which come in seconds ago, guys. Literally, now minutes, obviously. 6 minutes ago. Chelsea and West Ham are in direct contact to prepare Kurt Zouma paperwork as soon as possible. Personal terms and medical completed today's morning. So it's completed. It's done. The only thing that we're waiting for is the agent details to be agreed soon. Chelsea have the final official bid ready for Jules Koundé, which basically means to me that Chelsea at this moment in time could be sorting this out now. This is done for me. This is done. They passed the medical. Paperwork's, will be signed. You don't get to that point if everything's been agreed, in my eyes. Yeah, all right, the agent details to be agreed, but they would have agreed that before we even get into this. So let's pass that. I think we're on to this now. I think Chelsea are trying to sort this out, if they haven't done it already. So, guys, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I am going to put the link in the chat. I want you guys to come and have your say. I've got a player analysis that we'll go through, but I need a couple of people here with me. I've got a player analysis, a breakdown of Jules Koundé, which I'll be bringing to you guys soon as well. But I need to get to 100 likes. You get me to 100 likes, I will go through the player analysis of an individual that looks like potentially going to be a Chelsea player very, very, very soon, guys. Very, very soon. There we go. The boys are in time. Boys back in town. Guys, what is happening, man? It seems like full steam ahead, isn't it? I've done an earlier stream and we've got the Fabrizios, the Matt Laws, the everyone, Sky Sports coming out of it. Kurt Zouma has pretty much done his medical from what Fabrizio Romano saying here, I think we're going to be onto the we're already on the Kounde thing, to be honest. I don't even think the bid has not been put forward. I think we've probably passed that. What's your thoughts, Matt, and everything that's been going on this morning?
Man, I think in my opinion it's a done. Oh, what is that echo? So I think that deal, in my opinion, is a done deal. I mean, we saw this last night for you guys that it was a 40 million transfer agreement. Now it's finally jumped to 70, but I think we're sticking to that 40 million. So I think it's just a matter of hours we could possibly be seeing, and not an official announcement, but personal agreements and an announcement from Fabrizio. Here we go, saying that Kounde is a done deal, but we're definitely going to be seeing an announcement possibly just before the international break.
Yeah, I agree, mate. And what are your thoughts on Zouma leaving the club?
Man, I really do like Zouma. Like I like Zouma having the fact that his personality, like him in the dressing room is like one of the funniest guys. Him on the pitch is unfortunately not the same. Under Tuchel, he wasn't as good as he was under Frank. Fantastic area of support, fantastic attacking defender, but I think it's time for him to go. He's had a fantastic career. He went to Everton on that loan, came back, done tremendously. So he bounced back after having that horrible injury he had, and he did well. But I think it's time to go. It's time for us to get some more developing players in.
I hear you. We're over 200 people in the chat right now. We are moving at some sort of speed, half hour in, which is great. Please make sure you smash the like button for GNA TV. Subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to the 2.5k subscribers. We can't make it unless you guys help us get there. Fatah's with us as well. We've got Erin. We've got Hassan. Guys, Zouma looks like he's done his medical from what Fabrizio Romano is saying here. Now it's just that final bid. There's talks about it being 50 million euros. Some people saying it could be anything up to 60 million euros for Jules Koundé. But how quick do you think this is going to all happen now that the Zouma things sort of come out in the works?
I'm very surprised it just come out right a couple of hours, like 10 minutes ago. And last night I saw the news the deal was collapsed, and then all of a sudden go back on again. It does. I think from my perspective, I think the West Ham trying to work out the fee, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm just gladly if we can get the deal done right before this weekend, I think it will be a massive boost as well, because we got 1 or 2 weeks slot period where we have international break, so we can work on Kounde on the tactic, on the setup that he's gonna do in that training session. So yeah, I'll be excited in the upcoming days as well, hopefully.
Yeah, I hear you. Aaron, what are you saying, bro?
I'm good. I'm gassed, bro. That's the only thing I can say. I'm gassed. Well, now the thing is that I was thinking about, now Kounde's basically in. Does he start straight away?
No. I don't. I
so?
think you'll see him slowly brought into the team. Look, he will be a starter in my eyes. I think he will be a starter. You ain't spending that kind of money on him, whether it's a 40 or 50 million, for him to come across and not start for me. So I think you will see him slowly be brought into the team. He's got to train. We've got options there as well. We ain't really it went like the Lukaku thing where we need a striker who's got to play. Do you know what I mean? It's not that kind of thing when you think of it like that. Jules Koundé is one for the future, yeah? Just remember that, guys. He's being brought in, but he's definitely one for the future. Thiago Silva will be gone, I think, by next season anyway. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
We got... Go on, Aaron.
I just have one question. So I watched the Monaco Shakhtar game last night, and I was just keeping an eye on Tchouaméni. That's why I was watching it, to be honest. But I just feel like Tchouaméni would be better than getting Saul, because I don't know. There's something about him. Plus, I feel like we need a DM like him rather than Saul. I know Saul would be on loan, but I feel like Tchouaméni is the better option, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Monaco are out of the Champions League as well now. So.
Well, there's talks about Tchouaméni potentially Chelsea having talked with him this today, from what we've been told. Big up to Terry and the Football Terriers for that as well. He thinks that Chelsea will be in talks with them about the option to bring Tchouaméni to our football club. But Chelsea have got options. We could do both. We could buy Tchouaméni and loan back to Monaco, get Saul in, have him on loan. If we don't want to keep him next year, let him go and bring Tchouaméni in. There's options, and we've got. If this we've still got a couple of days or so. But the one thing I think I will do on this channel, after we know how much we've got Kounde for, if we get Saul, if we get Tchouaméni, is I want to review the transfer window. I want to talk about Marina because I don't think she gets spoken about enough in terms of what she's done for our football club, and she deserves a lot more respect than what these silly minor people on social media are doing at the moment. And I just disagree with it massively as well. But what you saying, Hassan?
I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised about the whole situation yesterday. As soon as I knew that the Zuma deal did a massive U-turn, I knew that we would get Kounde because there's no way Chelsea would officially agree the £42 million bid, or the agreement will not come in place unless Zuma was.
Yeah.
Because like what Fabrizio and other reporters said, they wait on Zuma's decision. Most likely Zuma will be sold by the end of the weekend. I feel like everything will be done before Monday.
He's sold, man. He's gone. He's done.
He's gone because there's no way we would agree a fee for Kounde unless Zuma was going. It's as simple as that. And to be honest, I do get what Chelsea fans are saying. They're sad to see Zuma go, but this is a football club. Like, think about it though. Zuma's an error-prone defender. We can't have. I'm sorry, but we can't have defenders that make mistakes. Because our goal is to go as far as we can in the Champions League. Perhaps if possible, win it again and win the league. For us to win the league, we have to be more consistent than everyone else, and we can't really have error-prone defenders in our back line. 26 million for me is a good price for him because I personally believe
he's underpriced. I think he's underpriced. I don't know about you guys, but I actually think he's underpriced.
Maybe it's because of CV. Maybe it's because of CV. But if we got about 30 to 35 million, I mean, that's for us, bro. That's a steal. But personally, I think he's worth about 20 to 25.
I hear you. Big up to Strip Bear, who's put in the donation. Lovely to see her back around there as well. She put a super sticker in as well. Big up to her as well. As always, good seeing her in the chat. But yeah, go on, Hassan. What you saying?
No, and I was gonna address the whole Marina situation. Like the people, ever since this football Twitter became a thing, man, it's always been one or the other. It's either Marina in, Marina out, Roman in, Roman out. Like, they find excuses, these hypocrites, man. Like, social media is a good thing. Social media is a good thing because otherwise, without social media, we would have all of this GNA and all of that. But they give too many, I would say, Twitter is giving too many idiots, stupid people, because without Marina, let's say if we had the Ed Woodward or someone else, they would put us in a financial mess. They would have signed Haaland, and if Haaland flopped, don't forget, guys, Haaland would have massive package. His whole package would have been in 5 years 400 million. If Haaland flopped, he would have been Barcelona 2.0.
Yeah, I hear that. There's 250 of you here right now, guys. Please smash the like button. We're only 7 or 6 away from 100 likes. We should be there. We should be on our road to 150. We're also on our road to 2.3k subscribers. We're only 30 away from there as well. So let's try and all subscribe, smash the like button, hit the bell notification as well. We have also got man like VJ with us. How you doing, VJ? You all right?
Hey man, I'm good. How are you?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. What was it you'd like to say, mate? Tell us.
Okay, so firstly, I'm excited about Kounde's arrival. I'm hoping this is going to happen at the earliest, and 50 mil euro is a good bargain because I remember we talking about 70, 80 being a hard sell a few days back. So 50, hats off to Marina. But one thing I'm kind of concerned about, which I reiterated before as well, is about the 26 mil that we're going to be getting for Zouma. I'm still finding it hard to understand the equation why that is 26 when you have a Champions League winning footballer, and then he's a goal scoring defender as well. He scored 5 goals for us last season. So why is that 26? Could it not have gone better? That's something that I'm worried about. But on the other hand, if you think about it, the wages as well, the demand demand from Zouma, that's been pretty high than a standard defender getting paid at West Ham. So maybe there is a compromise because of that. That's how I would speculate it. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about. And on the other side, about this Tchouaméni situation, not sure, if that's going to transpire into anything, given that we are we are towards the end of the transfer window, and we have to move very quickly to get this done. But then Tchouaméni coming in would be a good option. But again, I'm still trying to figure out, if we've got Saul in, what do we do with Tchouaméni? I mean, are we?
Well, I just told you. Yeah, I mean, with Tchouaméni, what we would do with, I think we could still get him, but you just loan him back to Monaco. You bring Saul in on the loan. He plays for a season. Say he doesn't do that well, or we don't want to buy him, because we have got the option to buy. He goes back. You bring Tchouaméni in the season after. You know, he gets another year under his belt. He'll play at Monaco. They love him there anyway. So, like, there is ways around it. Whether or not Chelsea will do that is yet to be seen. But we can definitely get both. Definitely get both sorted.
It does make sense, because we've done this once already with Pulisic, loaning him back to Dortmund. And Tchouaméni as well is too young in his career, and he could probably spend another season at Monaco. Given that at this point in time they're out of UCL, his value is even going to come down, and this is like the point where Chelsea has to swoop in and get this deal done. That's what I feel.
Can I just ask a question quick?
Go on, bro.
Do you guys think Saul is a midfielder type of midfielder we need?
I think no, but because I think for the loan, we could possibly. It's a good deal on behalf of the price. He's experienced, but in the sorts of possibly fitting in our team, I don't see it. That's why I think Tchouaméni is a better option.
That's the same with you, because it's another midfielder added, but it's not another. We need another DM.
Yeah, we need a solid DM, not this midfielder who can play 6 different positions. But I feel like it's still world class. Sorry, go on, Jim.
I don't know. I was just going to say that the one thing that people worry about with Tchouaméni is they say he's not good enough to be a DM at the moment. I disagree with that. I think he's still very young. He's got time to improve. The one thing that we know Tuchel can do is he can elevate levels. You know, he can elevate the levels of these players, and I feel like every player that comes to Chelsea may not be the finished product. We know that. But they will have the opportunity to play with individuals that are at the latter end of their careers. So Thiago Silva, N'Golo Kante, Kovacic, all these people are in their primes, right? They will learn so much from being around these individuals that I think it's good that you bring in the Koundés, the Tchouaménis, and around these bunch of players now. And having a manager like Tuchel as well, it's only going to elevate them to become better and better. So I think it's all good things. If we get it done, don't moan about it. Don't be annoyed. Let them keep coming. If Marina thinks that's best for our football club, I'm backing her. If Tuchel thinks that's the best for our football club, let's back him, because we've got ourselves a proper manager now. You know, a manager that knows how to win things, a manager that's got a system that works with these players, and the players are buying into it at the moment as well. So we have we shouldn't really be worried about who we bring in and whatever, you know, because we've got a great. I think we're probably one of the best, or one of the best run clubs in the Premier League, maybe in the European football at the moment, and that's sort of the way I see it. You know.
But this is the question. This is my question to you, Jim. So if you're talking about Tchouaméni being our lone DM, we know CDMs are generally positions that has to be handled with utmost responsibility, because once that position is crossed, it's all about defense, right? So are you gonna bring in a 20-year-old or 21-year-old to play at that position at this point in time? The way that I see, if at all Tchouaméni comes in and stays with the club, he is probably gonna play cup games or the games where we are not able to feature Kante or Kovacic. We've got an injury-ridden midfield side. Otherwise, playing him as a regular lone CDM, I kind of feel that to be risky for a
DJ, have we got any player that can actually play a lone DM? Because I don't think Jorginho can. I know as many people think he can. I don't think he can. I don't think Kovacic can. I think Kante. I think as much as people go, Kante's not a DM. I think he is. I think he can play that role if you ask him to, but a lot better than the others. You know.
I don't think that's where he's his best though.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe, but you know, Beth is saying Saul is versatile, which is perfect for someone. We only need more for squad depth. No issues for a season loan. He's not coming in to be first choice, and that is true. Yeah. Players that are coming in, the squad that we've got, the depth that we will have, it will be a rotational thing. Chelsea and Tuchel especially, likes to rotate his squad. We struggle to find out or suss out who's going to play game in, game after game, let alone the teams we're playing against. I feel sorry for them. They don't know how to set up against us because we're always forever switching what we're doing, and we've got so much talent. And why not have all of the talent with us to give us the options to play different styles of football in different ways? And it's a really exciting time to be a Chelsea fan, and we should be enjoying it. We should be enjoying it, not moaning about Marina and saying she's this and that. And I don't know, man. I just find it very weird. To be honest.
This is the reason why I want to get PSG in the Champions League draw, because I feel like we can beat them.
If we get them at the start, we can definitely beat them. They're not structured yet. They have not structured them. Messi hasn't even played yet. If we can get him, play him in September, I think we play him. Not September. I don't even know when we play him. But it's better playing.
What are we playing September? Champions League?
Yeah, when we play Champions League. When is it?
Yeah, mid-September-ish.
October.
Yeah, so if we can get PSG first.
Mid-September. Match day starts in mid-September.
Yeah, that's good then. So if we get PSG first, then we're going to be versing the most undeveloped team. Hence, if we get them in the last game, then if we get them in the last game, then they're going to be developed. They're going to be way more structured. They're going to be better. So best
away days in Paris will be nice.
I wouldn't mind Dortmund.
Nah, let's be honest, man. PSG would beat us, man. Come on, let's be honest.
No.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I don't mind.
On paper, they'll beat us.
With the ultras.
Guys, all I'm gonna say, right? If PSG had Tuchel, then they would be scary. But because he's a scapegoat, and he left the club because he was a scapegoat, it's fine with us. As long as PSG have Poch, I've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Because the pressure's on Poch. Every loss is going to be on him.
I wouldn't mind getting Dortmund either. So we can through a card.
Nah, man. Yeah,
to be fair, in all fairness, I need small teams, man, just for extra loyalty points.
Nah. Come on, we're the best team in the world.
CFC top number 1 fan. I didn't know that the link to the Discord isn't working. I've just asked ads to just quickly re-amend it and send it in the chat for you guys as well. So yeah, if you can, please, mate. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, if you can do that, I'm going to put the link to our Discord, guys. So get in there. That's when you will know that we're live as well. We also do a lot of chat in that. We haven't been using it recently because we haven't really been promoting it enough, but it is in the description. So let's try and get everyone in the Discord. I'd love to have you all over there talking, getting involved. I'll put the links of when we go live as well in there, and you guys will then at least know when you won't miss the stream, because I know with YouTube sometimes they don't let you guys know when I'm live all the time. So even when you hit the notifications, so at least if you're on the Discord app and you're in the GNA TV community Discord, then we will we'll be able to alert you in there before we go live as well, so you can get involved. So yeah, if you can, send it to me, please, and I'll resend it to people in the chat. I want to quickly just go through this. Right, this is pretty cool. I've got some cool stuff here. Yeah. So I got this. I found this on the internet. It's a player analysis breakdown for Jules Koundé. There's been a lot of talks about the individual himself, him coming to Chelsea, and what he can bring to Chelsea. And there's a lot of question marks about his height, whether he's good aerially, etc., etc. And this guy that's created this has really sort of broke down what what it is. So we'll go through it quickly, won't we? Because there's quite a lot here. So you've got a sort of statistical profile of Jules Koundé. They do it on metrics. I don't really look into the metrics figures too much because for me, I don't really fully understand most of it. So I'll skip that for a second. There's also competitions. What they've done is they've done comparisons between Virgil van Dijk, who's supposedly the best defender in world football, and Jules Koundé in terms of their interceptions, their possessions, their aerial duels won, etc., etc. And there's only really certain parts of this grid that Van Dijk's massively better than Jules Koundé. I'm not saying, he's at the same level and he should be spoken about that, but it's showing you the kind of player that Chelsea are looking to bring to the football club. How talented he actually is and stuff. Again, I won't bore you to death with the grids and that, but there's also little breakdowns of positional awareness of Jules Koundé, how he positions himself, how he always thinks ahead. There's one here, for example, the Koundé versus the Morata thing. It says here, in the next sequence, attempts to play a through ball into Alvaro Morata path as the Spaniard makes a run to peel off Koundé's shoulder. However, the Frenchman shows great awareness of Morata's positions and matches him stride for stride in a foot race. Listen, the one thing that I would say that's important with what they've said there is that Koundé was always a step ahead of Morata. he seems to always think about what the player is going to do before doing it. And I like that because a lot of defenders, not all of them, like to ball watch and they forget to mark the player. Seems like Kounde is always trying to mark the player and think about, the next big step. There's also the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about, actually, is what I brought up, was the aerial press. It says here, despite standing just 5'11", Kounde boasts an incredible leap and heading ability. Not only
That's
is
crazy,
he...
man.
Well, this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. You remember when everyone says he's small, he can't play in the Premier League against Burnley?
No, I did call him. I did call him in the past, mini Varane.
Here, listen to this, right? This is great. So, despite standing just 5'11", Kounde boasts an incredible leap and heading ability. Not only is he able to sniff out opponents and come out on top in aerial duels, he has a knack of winning them, even against the tallest of forwards. Yeah. One of the Atletico Madrid's main attacking strategies when going direct is playing long balls into Morata, who can then lay the ball off the teammates, blah, blah, blah. As Morata attempts to nod the ball into the path of João Felix, who is getting set to exploit the ample space, Kounde rises and beats Morata in the air, securing possession for Sevilla. So this talk about him not being able to compete here with tall player. Morata's not small. We know that. He's been our player before. Yeah. Is bollocks. His leap is something that allows him to compete with tall forwards, and we're going to see it more. Kounde is equally adept at winning these duels when dealing with deliveries from the flanks. There's also a picture of Semedo, him against I think Semedo. Semedo's got the ball. You've got Vidal in the box, but Kounde is quick to anticipate and wins the header. So what they're trying to say is, even from flanks, people whipping balls in, his aerial ability percentage is very high. His aerial ability percentage is 74.5%. That's pretty good, guys. That's nearly 3/4 of his aerial duels have won. Something that people are worried about him, and we will see it next season. Yes, it's a lot more physical and whatever, but if the guy's got the leap and he can match him in the air and he's got a bit of strength in him, why should we worry about the West Hams and the Burnley? Do you know what I mean, guys?
But we should. Sorry. But I think the con is that he likes to attack in a lot. So I'm just thinking, imagine he does that like vis a big six team, and then say for example Man City, and they go and score. I don't really know how that's gonna pan out, if you know what I mean.
The thing I would say to that is,
Go on.
No, I was gonna say the thing I would say today is I think Tuchel will coach him into how he wants to play, and he will adapt to how Tuchel wants to play. So.
Exactly. That's where a player that's where a coach like Tuchel comes in as well.
Yeah.
If he's able to perform that well in Sevilla, then he's got the Champions League winning coach who's going to be there for him always. So I don't think so he's going to do that against top six teams. If he's going to do it, then we've always got Kounde to cover as well. So.
Yeah, I'm just reading what they're saying about him in the opposite aerial box. He's got a great leap, but apparently he's not. And I knew this was going to be. So he's not someone that will always win you. He's not like a Zouma, do you know, for example. And I don't think there's many people like Zouma where they're that good in the air that their strengths are scoring goals from corners. And I didn't expect that. I mean, look at his leap there. Look how high he is. You see him there? Look how high he is compared to all these players. Like that is that is impressive. So he is still very young. He is still very young. He is still very raw. He will still have a lot to learn. He will make mistakes. I'm not saying he's perfect and he won't ever do anything wrong. He will make individual errors and mistakes. All defenders do, right? So we just got to bear in mind that this whole nonsense of why we're signing a small defender, he's not going to be able to match the physicality is nonsense. I'm just not having it,
Rival fans are just salty, man. They know that we're going to win the 6-0. Come on, Chelsea,
Exactly. One thing we know he's very good at is ball recoveries. Obviously, he plays off the right, so a lot of where he wins the balls are within around, where he should be. He'll be a lot more higher up when he plays for Chelsea. So you might not see that he wins it a lot more here. You'll win it a lot more in this position here, especially when we have the ball. So that will work in our advantage because we're higher up the pitch as well. So it's something that we'll have to be interested in. Look, and if you look at the example of it, got the blue icons are successful aerial duels and the red icons are unsuccessful duels. So, there is a couple red in there. He has lost his fair share here and there, but I'm pretty sure there's many defenders who are tall have the same issue, So, I wouldn't worry too much.
All I'm gonna say, right, as long as the aerial duels he's losing is not inside our own box, it's not a problem. because that's the danger then.
Yeah. It's just so much. I'm just trying to read it all. It's so much. I'm just trying to read it so that I can dilate it to you guys.
If you was to compare him to Varane, because they played in the same league, where would you say they're far apart, or?
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, Varane is
better, man.
Yeah, because Kounde was rated the best centre back in the La Liga, and he's had the highest aerial, the highest this, highest that. So why would they go for Varane? Why would United go for Varane? And now the same United fans are saying that Kounde's small, Kounde's short. So I think Kounde's a better defender than Varane. He has to be.
Well, you know, look, Varane and Kounde are in two different positions of their career. Varane's done it, won it, seen it, whatever. He's come to Man United where he's going to have a lot more expectations on him because he's around. Even though they've got a good squad, he isn't around like the Galacticos when he had like Ramos, Ronaldo, Modric and Kroos in their primes, you know. So he's going to be relied a lot on. And Kounde's now taking the step up from Seville to come to Chelsea and play, you know, and play for us, which means that he will, in many ways, I think he will get better. He can only get better, you know, in my eyes. He can only get better than what he is now, especially with how we're doing things here. But Kounde's strengths revolve around his anticipation and his calm personality, but he does not shy away from a battle. So that's good to hear, you know, because we do have that a lot every now and then. In fact, he shows great strength for his size when he's forced into physical duels. And I saw that. I don't know if you watched the Euros, and I know he didn't play many games, but he was playing right back in what I can't remember who it was against. And, you know, whoever it was he was up against, he really got stuck in. He never gave him a time to, you know, like Aspie. Now how Aspie stands off the ball very well and gives him that he does that, but then he also knows how to tackle at the same time and be aggressive and try and use his body weight to be effective. And I think we've got a very good youngster for what we're getting him at as well. I think we're signing a very good player. You know, they're talking about his speed here, how he does not get beaten for speed. You know, you look clearly here, he looks like he's in trouble, but his recovery speed is very, very good as well. He's got a lot of pace. So again, you know, it's all great. And if you get a chance, check it out. It's called The Breaking Lines. I actually put this in the chat for you guys to look after because there's so much here and I can't go through it all. But if you really want to know what we're buying and how good of an individual Jules Koundé is, then, you know, make sure you start. Hassan, did you put the link for the Discord in the chat? Because my phone's going mad at the moment. People.
I think Odds is doing it. I'll put it in the private for you to do it, but I think James.
Well, listen, we are 220, 230 odd people still in the chat right now. We're what 20? We're 17 away from 150 likes. We're 20 away from 2.3k subscribers. We could make that today. There's 230 of you here. If you all subscribe, we could make 2.5k. You know, we could actually make 2.5k live on air, and that would be amazing for us. Sorry, I just didn't check the chat. All right, Hassan, that was from you. No worries. Let's go through some of the chat because there's so many people here as well. Man like Jem, you know my guy. Big up to El Padrino and my guy. El, man, it'd be good to have you on some point, man. It's been a while. I'm going to put the link back in the chat. We're going to go for another half hour or so, and then I've got to shoot off. But let's go through some of these chats. Anyone got any questions in the chat that you would like to ask us or viewers? Please get involved. Anyone want Barca in the group?
Yes.
Please.
Hey,
Barcelona,
Give me them.
I was gonna say, do you know how cocky they were last year when they wanted us? I want to spunk them, bring it to them.
They're gonna get nowhere.
No,
They're
can't
gonna
lie.
get nowhere in that team.
Let's do a Mandingo on them, man.
No,
They still have a fantastic team, but
give us Dortmund, PSG, or Real Madrid. That would be
Nah, not PSG, bro. PSG. Nah.
Yeah, let's get PSG. Let's get them now. Let's get them now.
I don't mind. We go away over there, get into a fist fight with the ultras. Why are we scared of the ultras? We're Chelsea Football Club. Yeah,
Nah,
with a bunch of Blues army here. Yeah? Why are we scared of them lot? Them man got nothing. Poch is a fraud, man. I have no idea why Tottenham fans bigging him up.
Our fans don't have good reputation, innit? Like obviously of past
Bro,
things
no
in
fans
Paris,
have good
in Paris.
reputation.
So I don't think that's a good thing to do to happen. Like you man remember
Or if you want to be
2015,
said,
what happened?
just give the small team. You can
No,
have
but
five.
Just give us
the
these
thing is-
Romanian farmers, man. Let's
The
just
thing
really
is,
use
though,
them.
the thing is,
No, give us Farmers Club, then you
Oh
can have
my God.
extra 5 points. That's all.
I've got to share this. A Spurs fan commenting about Jules Koundé. Let's do that. Oh, sorry, one second. Let me
All
add,
salty on Twitter, man.
let me add Erin in as well. I've just seen Erin's at backstage. Let me add him in. All right, guys, you ready for this? This is from a Spurs fan, yeah? Look how salty this is because they didn't get him. Glad we didn't get Jules Koundé, a centre back that can only play in a free At 5'10", he's 5'11". Get it right. In the Premier League, he's an obvious weakness against every target man that all that the mid-table teams have. 40 million on someone who, with such clear limitations, isn't a risk Spurs can take.
All I'm gonna say, right? Gem copies are enticing Kounde. He'll come up with all his thoughts about Kounde. Find out if he's a hypocrite.
That's
He's
funny,
10
man.
times better than Romero.
Spurs fans should be the last one to talk about defenders, man.
boy.
Absolutely no one.
That is funny. The question is, how would Varane do without Varane?
Verratti. I think
Verratti do without how? I don't get that still. I'm lost.
Sorry.
Quick question, Jem. Do you think Kounde, Christensen and Krusty can play alongside each other though?
Who?
Kounde and Krusty.
Of course they can. That's got minerals, mate. Kounde gives Christensen minerals by playing next to him. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say.
That's definitely getting clip. I'll send that to Lewis.
Kounde's getting crusty. Kounde gives everyone who's next to him minerals, bro. Trust me. What about Saul is what we've got here. Black Smoke. Saul, from what we understand, Chelsea have got the loan option to buy with him. They are in talks with him, but they're also in talks with Tchouaméni as well. Tchouaméni is someone that apparently Chelsea are talking with today after they exited the Champions League. There is a possibility that we might try and get both. Saul coming in on loan, Tchouaméni coming in on loan, then being sent back to Monaco and coming back next season. Anything can happen. We just don't know at the moment. Anything could happen from now to the end of the transfer window. Guys, my question to you: Saul or Tchouaméni or both?
Both. We can easily go both.
Both, man.
For the longer term, I think Tchouaméni.
Yeah, but don't you want both, Feta, though? You want both. Like Saul for now, Tchouaméni for this one.
I understand that, but are we going to look at the longer project by Thomas Tuchel? Because he said he's trying to build a dynasty. He said he's trying to build a dynasty for the next 5 years. I don't think Saul is that type of player. But
it's Saul for loan. It's Saul just for loan for one season. Just Saul for one season, Tchouaméni we buy.
Yeah, and then Saul for one season, and then let's see what Tchouaméni get. Maybe we get that Tchouaméni next season.
My only thing is, what about because United are trying to go for Tchouaméni as well, aren't they?
United aren't going to get Tchouaméni. They'll get Camavinga next season.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully.
If it comes to which one he'll choose Chelsea over United any day anyway.
Yeah.
Well, the trophies.
The breaking news is Chelsea and West Ham are in direct contact to prepare Kurt Zouma paperwork as soon as possible. Personal terms and medical completed today's morning, so that is already done from what we understand. Agents' details to be agreed soon, and Chelsea have their final official bid ready for Kounde. I think we're already past that. I don't know about what you guys think. I think we would have done this already.
No, we've already done that.
That's done. I think that was done from weeks ago.
42 million whatever name was or.
What time's your draw? Do you still draw?
5 o'clock, I think.
Yeah,
5 o'clock in London. In London, or?
Yeah, UK time about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and Matt informed that in London's Blue podcast that Kounde's deal is pretty much over. It's just formalities from now on.
Yeah,
we have got the option to donate. I don't know if people know that, but we have got the super chat option, which you can click it in at your own will. If you want to put in a question, you can do that way as well, guys. So just bear that in mind moving forward. Someone's just said check David Ornstein's Twitter. Is it the same? I keep getting feedback. Someone, because I keep getting feedback.
I think it's the Hassan. I think it's Hassan's mic, man.
Unpopular opinion, Varane's only been good because of Ramos. I'm not even gonna lie. If Ramos was Varane was with another centre back, I'm telling you, he'd be like 72 rated on FIFA. Innit? I'm just saying.
FIFA man saying FIFA. Yeah, it is the same tweet, Gem. It's the 45 minutes about.
Yeah, I've just checked it as well. We've seen that one already, Doctor. But thank you, mate, very, very much for bringing that to our attention. If you can sign Saul and Tchouaméni, you'd create a problem rather than solve one.
I don't see that as a problem.
Why Chelsea perspective? Why?
It depends. It depends. Unless Jorginho want to leave and go back to Italy.
No, but we would see Tchouaméni possibly stay at Monaco for a loan. Like we buy him now, loan him, have Saul for a loan just this season, then we get Tchouaméni to play for us next season, and then we can just continue what we're doing. I don't see this as too much of a problem.
Life's not that easy, isn't it? Like, Our
It's
board
possibly just
doesn't know
Gilmore though.
Gilmore needs to leave, man. I'm saying it right here, man.
Oh,
He's so bad,
no,
man.
no.
He's so dead. He's so dead, man. This guy does one little flick
No,
against
no, no.
Do
Firmino, yeah.
you want to know
And then
what's
we call
funny,
him
right?
Iniesta.
I can actually,
Bro, I'm
do
better
the
than
start
Gilmore.
of
Just one
I
quick
could actually.
news update.
Alright,
Just
but
one
back
quick
to the
news
Premier
update.
League thing here with Tuchel. I think we should get as much midfielders as we can because 38 games,
But we
that's
got to
enough.
see some midfielders.
If we
But we
want to
got to
win
see
the
some
Premier
midfielders.
League, we want to
But
win the
you just
Premier
said Gilmore's. Yeah, we're gonna win the Premier League with Gilmore. I don't know how you're saying Gilmore's bad.
Gilmore's dead, man. Like he's not in the equation, bro. Like
Hey, yo.
Oh my
what?
god!
That's an agenda there.
Gilmore
Have you
is
seen Gilmore play? Gilmore's the best player in Norwich. Yes, Norwich is a championship
Nah,
team, but they're still in the
cap.
Premier League. They're in a Premier League league.
Wow.
He's the best player there.
Why don't you
Where's
like
Johnny?
Gilmore?
No.
Why do you
Yeah,
not like
where's
Gilmore?
Johnny? Yeah, where's
Yeah.
where's Johnny?
Yeah,
Yeah, Johnny.
Gilmore.
You trying to set for someone to go off, man? Why you do that, man? We don't do that here. Where's Johnny, man?
Why don't you like Gilmore? That's what I want to understand. What,
Hey, yo,
Nah.
Fatou, I'm
Now
sending
Gilmore's
you.
alright, yeah. Gilmore's alright, but I think he's overrated. I don't think he's as what people think. That
why?
There's
Like-
just one quick update.
Why?
I don't know, man. He's alright.
Nah. I'm gonna play Johnny Bomb here. Yeah? I think Gilmore, he needs a game time. Yeah, he needs a game time in Norwich. Do I think that
Okay,
in
love
Thomas Tuchel, I think he's gonna be developed? Yes, I think he would. I think he would develop under Thomas Tuchel, but understandably so. I think loaning him out Gilmore to Norwich, absolute disgrace. So I have no idea why Chelsea would do that though. But
No, but
yeah,
I
man.
It makes him look bad.
We need some of those Iniesta minerals next season.
It's
That's
because
for
Norwich
sure.
played a similar formation and style to us.
If Gilmore can get 5 goals and 5 assists here in the Premier League,
But
without
he's the
Norwich,
DM.
take him back.
DMs don't
He doesn't even
score.
get the game time. anyway.
DM. Oh,
no,
That's
but
Yeah,
the
DMs
thing
don't
is,
score.
though,
DMs
the
get
thing is,
two,
though,
3 goals a season with possibly a couple assists. They get handfuls of assists and goals.
okay, not
with
that.
the situation at Gilmore, right, I think Tuchel's actually picked the club for him to go there. I think that's what I've heard. Like Tuchel's picked the club for him to go there. The football that
come on.
suits him,
Oh, shit.
the football
Come on,
that
man.
suits him, because he's the one that's been outshining out of a bad
True.
bunch. He's
True, but
only,
still.
I know he's gonna get relegation. Hopefully not, but he probably would get relegation on his CV. But he'll
Yes.
be a lot more developed. I'd rather him
You're
be
stuck.
out alone. I'd rather him be
Yeah.
alone than him being a bench player and not developing.
True, but why Norwich, man? Your stats will always end up looking bad, even if you play well. Like, if you put Messi in
It's
that
still getting
Norwich team, yeah,
practice.
Nah. Gilmore will succeed.
Gilmore's
Gilmore's the
no
best player
Rams,
at
though.
Norwich. Gilmore's the best player at
Gilmore will
Norwich.
come back to
though.
Chelsea from Norwich and he will succeed. I can guarantee that.
If you get relegated, yeah, it always that could be the agenda against you. Look what Arsenal done to Rams, though. He got relegated, but
No,
But he's a
that don't
Chelsea
mean-
player, though.
that
He's a
don't
Chelsea
mean
player.
anything, though.
He's still a Chelsea player. He's a Chelsea player. He's
Because,
on loan. Ramsdale wasn't a
It
Chelsea.
doesn't
Wasn't an
matter if he
Arsenal
gets relegated though. It doesn't affect
could-
his
Because
overall
Gilmore
play.
won the
Yeah.
Champions League. Ramsdale, every club he went got relegated. That's a different situation. With Gilmore last year, he's got UCL under his name. This year, he has a Super Cup, I think.
Got respect Billy Yester, man. He's a Champions League winner.
I allowed the nah, man, come on.
Nah. I'm gonna play Johnny here. No. I'm not allowed that.
He hasn't
that's
done
a bit
anything
harsher,
good.
man.
You do realize that, right?
Nah. He's got
You
that
do
Billy
realise-
Yester
But
mineral.
he's
the European
19.
champ. What are you talking
He's like
about?
20. He's not even. He's nothing.
It's like Arsenal bigging up Saka. What has Saka done? Nothing, man. Saka's
But
the
we're not
most
talking. We're not
overrated
talking about
player.
Saka here.
Just,
We're not-
I
No,
just
I'm
had
not
a-
talking about
It's a
Saka.
face
I'm
merchant,
talking
man.
about
Guys,
how
one
they
second. Guys,
how they
one
react to
second.
him.
I just had a comment come through from Sky Sports on my phone saying Chelsea are in talks to sign Jules Koundé from Sevilla after agreeing a deal to sell Kurt Zouma to West Ham for 25 million sterling. So Zouma to West Ham is 25 million sterling is what Sky Sports have just come out with as well. Declared has joined us as well. Declared is here.
Oh,
Collins is here.
Oh my, what's going on in here, mate?
Come on,
What?
tell us.
Go on, Declared. Go on.
Who's trolling? We're trolling.
No,
Gilmore.
that's me. I'm gonna play. I did play some Johnny card though. Johnny's not here. He
Not even a
sent
Johnny
me-
card,
he
man.
sent me
The
a
guy's
the
20 years
messenger.
old. The guy's 20 years old. You got no compassion for young players. You don't know where players come from. I mean, Matt was playing in Derby County at the same age. You're going to say he's no good. You have no patience. You play FIFA all the time. Is that where you're at? Your FIFA Ultimate Team? Is that where you're at? Is that how you get treated players now?
Good, bro.
Mount was playing in the championship, bro.
Yeah,
you understand that?
And
not every player just comes out like Messi, bro. You start ripping it at 19.
Said that, bro. Nobody said that.
Bro, that's what your expectations are, bro.
Years, yeah.
Bro, either you're trolling or you have zero idea about where players development, like where they come from and how they develop. You expect every player 20 years old to be Messi and that. Well, that kid's gonna be a star, bro. Give him some time, right? Record this, sleep a bit, maybe go do some other stuff. Don't play FIFA anymore because that's ruined your expectations about stuff, right? And then watch him shine when he comes back, because that's what he's set out for. The loan and everything is set out for him to become that next star, to become that next Jorginho. And if he doesn't, we'll buy someone else. But that's how it's always happened.
Yeah.
Reece James played for Wigan as well. Like all these guys you're praising now, that's how they became who they are. You can't just rip on Gilmore now.
This is why I quit Ultimate Team. But carry on.
Yeah, it's like
the Gilmore agenda stinks. How can a man win man the match in all his debuts and be overrated? Is what said there. I've also put the link to the Discord, guys. If you want to join our Discord group, please do so. Just click into that. It'll take you to the app. Join the group. We'll talk in there more after this as well. More, this is more to do with like off air. And then when we go live, I'll drop the link in there so you guys know that we go live, so you won't miss a stream as well. What do you think of that third kit, guys? I think that's pretty tasty. I'm not going to lie.
Pretty nice. It's pretty.
It looks pretty good.
Just a second.
The fourth kit looks better if it gets released.
No, you know what? Nike better pattern up, man, because I have no idea why Nike always messes us up in terms of kits, man. Ever since Nike come to us in 2017, they always make it silly colors, silly pattern, and I just don't understand what the point of making a kit. They said like, oh, we're making this based on from 90s, blah 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 blah. And then what is that color look technically? Is that green or blue or
blue?
Is that bluey? More, bluey.
It's just
greeny, orangey.
Ocean kind of.
Orange kills it, man. It looks like the 17-18 kit, if you remember it.
Hey, but Nike give other clubs some good kits, like that Inter Milan was really good.
Yeah, that's
it's not like they can't do good kits. They just give us the bad ones.
Nike was dirty, man. They got so many ideas and concepts.
Yeah,
they can drop off funds, but they don't. But apparently, they are making a decent anniversary kit for the UCL. That's what I've been reading. It's gonna be black and gold.
Yeah, that one's gonna be absolutely. If they drop that, that's gonna
I'm
be.
starved of a good kit, man. That's probably gonna be the best one in the last 4 years.
If they drop that gold kit.
We need a gold kit. That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, where's that?
Yeah, Vijay, go.
Any
Vijay,
news on that?
Go on about that, Vijay. Gonna say about that Friends thing.
Right. We just have an update from Didier Deschamps, who's announced the World Cup qualifier squad for France. And we've got Kounde in, Kante as well, and Kurt Zouma. So,
and Tchouaméni as well.
And Tchouaméni.
There it is. It's right there, guys. So there is the French squad right there for you. You have got Kounde, you have got Zouma, Upamecano, Varane, Tchouaméni, and Kante in midfield as well. No Giroud.
Prime. Sorry. Jem. I think the Premier League clubs won't allow players to go to international break, didn't they? They're not going to send.
No. They're not allowing the red list ones. So CF's not allowed to go.
Oh, not on red list countries. Okay.
Yeah. But they're using that example to push for every other example. So I did read what you're talking about.
Yeah. Big up to Talaz. Collins is here. Collins, what have you got to say, my guy? Tell me. Zuma's going. Kounde could happen. Tell me.
Yeah, Zouma, good evening, everyone. It's evening here already. It's evening here. So I'm happy to be here. And moreover, what I want to say is that I can't stop watching the training section of Chelsea, when I see Lukaku. Before I'm not a big fan, but looking at the way he kind of he's been in Chelsea like 20 years. like the way he acting as if he's been there already. So I'm kind of enjoying the whole thing, the whole togetherness. So for me, that alone is positive thing that I'm very comfortable with. Then looking at Kounde coming in, for me, like one of the best transfer I always wanted. Then Saul or anyone that come along, I will take it. But having Kounde already and Zouma going out, at least Zouma going out. Yesterday when I see Zouma day off, on and off, I can't sleep. And when I wake up, I check my phone because already like 4 o'clock morning. I keep like checking.
That's how Chelsea are moving at the moment. You know, you just don't know. Every day something new with us, isn't there? You know,
like I can't even. Every 4 minutes you see another thing changing and keep going. I say, God, I love this thing to go. I just want Zuma to go, you know, so that everybody can just balance the whole thing. So by the end of the day, the deal is back on. So for me now, it's gone. So and I like Zuma because after that injury happened to Zuma, since then Zuma haven't been to himself. But I appreciate all you have done for Chelsea, all because I want this with Chelsea and they contributed for our success. So I wish him luck. Then, but we have to move on because Kounde is like upgrade from where Zuma is, and the one is very young, 22. So we can build future with him. So I think it's a good deal, and all of us have to give our Chelsea board credit because the way they move like nobody. The way they do things very easily. Before you know, you find out this season, many clubs are finding it difficult to push their players. But the way Chelsea is able to manage, before you know, all the whole players is moving apart from Barkley. And I know before on that deadline, Barkley will move and they drink water. Maybe they can leave drink water after this year. You can go free. So, but I like what Chelsea is doing. So, what time? This is the best time to be a Chelsea fan.
Yeah. So, breaking news as well was coming a couple seconds ago. Progress made in talks which would see Kounde move to Chelsea in a 43 million sterling deal. So that would be what would that be in euros? What would that be in euros? That's
cost less than Ben White, man.
He's going to be cheaper than Ben Shite. He's going to be cheaper than Ben Shite.
Yes, Ben Shite, not White.
Chelsea are in talks to sign Jules Koundé. We know this. So West Ham are getting 25 mil, and yeah, supposedly we're looking at a 40 mil. What was it? A 43 mil deal, which would be in euros. What would that be in euros? Let's have a look.
That's this.
43 million, 50 million euros. So it would be what everyone's been talking about, supposedly. But then I've heard it might be a bit more than that. It might be 60 million euros, which would bring it to 52 or 51 million sterling, roughly. Anyway, whatever it is, guys, what I'm trying to get you at is, again, Marina has had a masterclass. That is what I'm going to say, because from 70 to 80 million, we're now down to here. do you know what I mean? So whatever she does, I don't know what she does. I don't know how she does it. I don't know what she does with them or how, what she negotiates, how she does it. But we've got to start putting respect on Marina's name. That's my thing.
I always respect her. I respect her every day. I respect her.
I don't understand why people disrespect Marina.
The people disrespecting just want attention. They just want to be different. They just want to be unique. There's surely no way they can be disrespecting it. I don't know how.
Yeah.
No, maybe because of she don't grant interview to them because nobody have ever interviewed. You don't see her interview. Maybe somebody getting interview from her. So because of that, a lot of people don't know her movement. She moved the way she wants. You don't know her next movement. I like the way everything about Chelsea. Even the owner, nobody will give. Even Peter Cech don't even ready to give interview. I like them do their thing quietly. That is one thing I like about the Chelsea board. Not every day come out on television, he says something. Every day come out on television, he says something. I just like the way they do things. Codedly.
Most of the time, most of the people. Yes, most of the people, the reason why they kind of disagree with Marina or they're kind of unhappy with Marina is probably because of how the Kepa deal went forward. And I'm not sure if Marina should be held responsible for that. I mean, if the player is not performing, that is how it is. You should not base your fact on just that one transfer window. Just that one transfer, according to me. So Marina is doing a great job, like the one.
Why is it Why is it a miscalculation? I'm just trying to understand Chelsea perspective message. He's saying, letting Zouma go could be a gross miscalculation. I agree, actually. Sorry, a gross miscalculation. I think we should have got more for him. I honestly do. I don't think 25 million sterling is the right figure for Kurt Zouma.
For West Ham, though. West Ham are cheapskates. West Ham are cheap. I'm actually surprised we're at 25 million.
I think he's worth at least, for me, he's worth at least 10 million more. That's my opinion. I think he's a 35 million pound defender.
30 to 35, yeah.
You know,
just because of the UCL to his name.
It's because they know he wants to leave and he wants to stay in London.
Yeah.
And we need to make that deal work. Or we're trying to get Kounde.
Yeah, he wants to stay in London, yeah.
Marina owns the market, is what Strip Bear says. They're talking about Velvy's a Liverpool fan in the chat, and he's winding up the Chelsea fans for the weekend already. Look, here we go. Kante will be put in a
Velvish one. Don't listen to Velvish one. He's trying to wind us up, though.
Elliot.
Yeah, he is something else. We've still got 170 people here, guys. Smash the like button. Let's try and push to the 200 likes marks if we can do that. Subscribe to the channel as well. We are literally 20 away from 2.3k subscribers. The Discord has been put also in the link as well. You can go and join us over there after as well, where you can chat in there. Big up to Josh.
Have you done a preview yet for the Liverpool game?
No, the Liverpool Chelsea preview is going to be done with Hussam, who's a Liverpool fan, on Saturday afternoon, so a couple of hours before the game kicks off.
Oh, bruv, I'm going to be on the road. 4-hour drive, you know.
You get to listen to us then, innit? What are you moaning about? You can just put it on your phone.
I'm driving 4-hour drive to...
If Kounde costs less than Ben White, get Mourinho's statue ready, is what Josh is saying.
That's exactly right.
It will, though. It will cost less.
Yeah, big up to Josh. Josh is actually coming in quickly. Josh, what are you saying, my man?
What's up, boys?
Tell us, Josh. Zouma's in Paris. Apparently, his medical's been sorted, well, this morning, from what Fabrizio said. Kounde looks like it could happen any time now. We could hear some movement on that. Saul Nigez could hear movement on that. Tchouaméni as well. Like, what is... Marina Masterclass, eh? That's what I'm going to say.
Listen, if Jules Koundé costs less than Ben White, get the statue ready. Start building it now, boys. Like the level of a player that Jules Koundé is compared to a Ben White, and it's going to cost £7 to £8 million less. Like incredible business. Not to mention offloading Zouma for 25-30 million euro. And basically making the Kounde price like half and half. I mean, I could totally see us being at a net zero spend by the end of the summer, which would just be incredible.
Velv, I would have Kounde over Konate 10 times over, mate. Like, come on, like let's be serious. Like, Konate is an injury-prone individual. Kounde is everything you wish that you had, mate. So it is what it is. But yeah, you're right, Josh. You're right. I mean, do you not feel like Zouma was undervalued though, a little bit from our perspective?
Listen, I like Kurt Zouma. I think he was a really good Chelsea player. He's a good guy. I don't have any issues with him. But for what Tuchel tries to do with his center backs, they have to be able to play with the ball at their feet, and it's just not his strong suit. So there's I don't think there's any point in sort of having him hang around. For morale, if you can't do what you're asking him to do, no shots at him as a person or anything like that. I think what he did with Chelsea while he was here was great. But when you have a chance to level up your squad like we just did, you got to take it. And I think it's fantastic business.
Does anyone think Chelsea will make a deadline day signing? Do you think we'll get our business done before that?
I think Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni will be a deadline day signing. I feel it.
Very rarely.
No, we're not getting Tchouaméni.
We've done a deadline day signing. I can't remember the last time we've done one.
Danny Drinkwater, I believe.
Wasn't Kepa deadline day? Or was it the day before?
We're going to do a deadline sales, I reckon.
Yeah, there's still another probably 5 players that'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
loan, I can say that too.
Let's say, right, it's just been 4 years since the last time we did a deadline day signing. So, like I said, man, just rare.
The deadline day was
anything could happen.
That's for the desperate.
We're highly linked though.
I do think we could. I think we'll get Saul done probably in the next couple of days. I do think we could buy Tchouaméni and loan him back to Monaco for the year, though, before the end of the deadline.
I think about that. I said about that. Maybe loaning him back, at least get 1 year experience more with him.
Yeah. Kounde is already a cult hero for rejecting Tottenham. He ain't even come in yet. I agree with Rebecca there. Big up.
He's a legend. He's always a legend.
It's true. It is definitely going to be interesting. And look, my last question before we sort of sign off as well for you guys is, Kounde, if he does come, it looks like he will be coming to Chelsea. Do you see him walking into the team, or do you think he'll slowly be sort of bedded in? And do you think he'll be a regular starter for Chelsea? Or
he'll be a regular in like what 3 years. But right now, I just see as starting, man.
3 years?
Yeah. No,
3 years.
No, not 3 years. Give me like 18 months. 18 months. He'll be like a regular every week.
He'll be a regular in a month. Bro, this man said Billy Gilmore was
day
bad.
one.
This guy hates anyone under 26 years old. This guy hates him.
I see Chalobah starting. I don't know why.
You're out of your mind, bro. You're out of your mind.
Chalobah's cold, bro.
Chalobah's going on loan, brother.
No, he isn't, bro.
No, I don't think he'll go on loan, but still, Kounde will start over him.
Chalobah goes on loan.
Kounde 3 weeks. Give Kounde 2 weeks. After international break, Kounde will in that team.
I think Kounde's stats aren't that great on FIFA. Maybe you gotta wait for the next one to come out. We'll update stats.
Jules Koundé walks into the team at right centre back and he starts immediately.
Yeah, I think you guys know how much I've wanted. I think I'm probably one of the biggest Kounde fans, isn't I? In terms of a Chelsea, like
imagine playing Kounde and the Nigez in that back line, you know.
Yeah.
Kounde and Nigez, you know, that's to be as in kind of pace and everything. Be excellent. Yeah. I think that is going to be not all game that is going to be.
Hey, you guys remember how often Rudiger went up near the opponent's 18-yard box, and I reckon you're gonna see Kounde doing that a lot more. I think he's gonna blow people's mind on what he could do for Tuchel. I think I think he fits that puzzle of when teams are trying to cover as much as they can, who goes up in that, and we always got a spare defender that can move up, and he's gonna be that man that always has the permission to go.
Yeah, I agree, Declare. Rebecca's saying, guys, who is the cover for Rudiger? Seems like all our centre backs are centre or right sided. The answer is
anyone can be.
Jules the Crown Kounde. Jules.
Nah, Crusty.
I don't want crust. I want crown. I want Jules. I want the crown Jules. I want the crown Jules.
No, put Crusty on the right.
It says it in its name, doesn't it? Crown Jules or Crusty?
Crust on the right and the Jewel crown in the middle.
Yeah,
no, we could put Crusty in the middle and play Kounde off the left. Kounde could play left wing back, and he could play right wing back. I don't think you would need him in the centre back because I think Crusty can cover Thiago Silva anyway. So I think he will play either side. You know what I mean? So that's
he'll be a cover for Rudiger if needed on the left side because we have 2 or 3 options that can help on the right as well. Crusty will stay in the middle.
Sorry, Josh. I don't get why people. I don't get why they're so. What I mean, like they're so stuck in the ways of thinking. Because like Rudiger's a right-footed player. Like any of those 3 players can play in that centre back role, just because he's on his left side. It doesn't like he's right-footed. If you're trying to say because he's left-footed, they get a slight advantage. No, they can all play in that spot, so they can all cover.
Agreed.
And you'll be surprised if need to cover. He just made that role his, and it's probably just how Tuchel wants to play with the wing back link ups, which that's why Aspilicueta is used to playing right back, and probably a better role. But any other you can put Aspi in that role too, he'll do it, and so it won't be an issue.
Yeah, I agree. I do have to shoot though. I've got to get. This is why I've done an early stream today. Usually I stream around now, don't I, till 3 o'clock? But it was an early stream. You may see a stream later on tonight if Kounde gets confirmed. I did say that once Kounde's in, I am doing one. He is my player. I need to do a stream with you guys once it's confirmed, and we can talk about it more so. But the link to the Discord group is in the chat. I've just dropped it there. So make sure you go and follow us over there. Subscribe to the channel as well. We're about 18 away from 2.3k subscribers. Smash the like button. We're another 20 or 30 away from 200 as well. We've got one more comment here. Kounde's imminent rival would mean that Aspie or James would start fewer games. Maybe Aspie. No. James will play right wing back.
James will play it.
So, yeah.
James will play all the game.
You had played most of it. But guys, what a great show, man. Again, smashing it. You know, enjoying it massively with you guys as always. Yeah. Matt, Josh, declared best football opinions. Is that the guy that thinks Kounde's going to get into the team within 3 years?
It's the FIFA player. The FIFA player.
All right, okay, cool. We got him.
Don't even play FIFA, bro. Don't even play FIFA.
It's good to have you on it, though, man. I love different opinions, different views, everything. It's great.
Yeah.
Collins, big up to him. Big up to you crusty lover.
Nah, to be fair, Lewis sent me here, so he made me as his messenger. So yeah, we're all good.
Bye here. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. Bye to Rebecca. Bye to all of you guys that are in here. Great stream. Have a blessed day.
Let me say one more thing quickly.
Is it going to be Saint Stupid? Go on, let's go.
No. We're going to destroy Liverpool.
Clear schedule, Jim.
We're going to destroy Liverpool on Saturday.
Wait, so let him say it. Let him
finish. Lukaku's going to injure Van Dijk here, and Timo Werner's going to have a masterclass. Trust me.
Yes, now you're speaking facts. Now you're speaking facts.
Bring my crown Jules Koundé over. Bring me Saul over. Bring me Tchouaméni over. Anyone else want to join the Chelsea bandwagon? Because we're moving at the moment. That train is moving at 100, 200 miles an hour. So if you want to jump on and join us, come on. We're inviting you, providing you're a decent player, yeah? Not every player. Providing you're a top quality, world-class player that wants to be ambitious and win things and, you know, be at a team that is consistently going to continue winning things like we have done for the last 20 years, then come and join Chelsea, the best club in the world, as we know, as always, guys. Big up to yous. Enjoy yourselves. See you again very soon. I'll be back. Peace.
VIP, still key. Like brand new bitch, oh please, yeah. Brand new whip, no keys, yeah. Get down on knees, yeah, yeah.